Hey, good morning, everyone. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. You know, sometimes you all in survival situations, you see people getting in these situations that, and it happens to people every year, where they cannot build a fire and they're not proficient with friction fire, especially the bow drill, which is really, if you haven't done it a lot, it's really complicated to do, and sometimes just, to learn it right out here in the woods just ain't going to happen. So I'm going to show you a way today, especially you people who've been on these alone shows and lost your ferro rod and whatever. I'm going to show you how to make a pump drill in the wild with some of the things that you would have actually had with you. Now, of course, I've got a saw here today, and I know everybody don't carry a saw with them, but I suggest that you start carrying some type of a saw to be able to do some of these projects like this. So I'm going to show you, and somebody asked me to do this here a couple years ago, and I hadn't really got around to it and had forgot to do it. So this morning I'm going to show you how to take some wood. I've got some down trees out here, of course, in the forest, and I'm going to use some of them to make us a pump drill. Now, I like to make my pump drills at least 8 inches. That flywheel that's on your pump drill, at least 8 inches around. Anything bigger than that seems like it gets in my way for some reason or another. So I have it. There's a downed tree right here, and I'm going to try to cut us a chunk of wood out of it. All right, there's what we're looking for, you all, right there. It's a circle. And you see it didn't cut quite even, but that'll still work anyway. All right, you all, now we need an upright. That's that piece that goes in the middle of this thing right here. So let me look around here and see what I can find to do that with. Naturally, the straightest piece that you can find is going to be the one that you want to utilize. So let me see what I can find right here local. Okay. All right, you all, here we go. There's our upright right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the bigger end for the bottom of it, okay? So let's get this cleaned up right here. There we go. Like I say, the straighter it is, the better it's going to work. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to give it a whole lot of speed. We want this piece right here to be down here just about this distance off of the bottom, okay? So let's go ahead and mark that. Right there. So we don't go any further down than that. All right. It's pretty straight. Don't have to be perfectly straight, you all, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill us a hole in this piece of wood right here, right smack in the center of it, and it's going to be big enough to where we can slide it down over our upright. All right, we'll start right here in the center of this piece. See that old U.S. Army knife right there? It's already sticking plumb through there already. So we'll just bore us a bunch of holes in here. Hope you all can see that. It's a simple way of just starting to get a hole, you all, started in this piece of wood right here. So you all, these things have been used for centuries, not only just to build fires, but just for drilling holes in stuff, in bone, in stone, and everything else. There were many different sizes to your drill. So what we're looking for right here is that outer, that little bit more than that outer ring right there. Now, by the way, you all, if you had one of these in your community and somebody needed one, they would simply take another pump drill and they would drill that hole with the pump drill, okay? They wouldn't have to go through this primitive process that I'm using right here, which back in their day would have been a stone to do this. You just be careful, don't cut yourself wide open there while you're doing that. Now you'll see a lot of people not doing that this way. If you see some people doing this in the wild, they're not going to do it like this right here. You're going to take a bunch of sticks and they're going to tie them to the upright. They're going to do this number right here. They're going to take some sticks and they're going to tie them to the upright this way, and then they're going to make their flywheel like that. But and that works, okay? I'm not against that kind of stuff. That's what you got to do to get the job done. But that's another way that you can do it. Now, you all, to make this work really good for you, you want to taper this hole right here, okay? It's going to be just a little bit tighter on one end than it is the other. In other words, you've got a taper in that hole. So when you push it down over your upright right here, when it gets down here to the bottom, it's gonna taper out for you, okay? That's what you want. It's looking pretty good. Yep, pretty good. All right, you all, that's what we're looking for right there. And of course, you got to be careful. This has got a crack in it. See, if you just go ram it, force it down on there, things are going to go bad for you. All right, what do we need next? Next, we need to put us a notch right up here for our string. Now, if I make these at home in the shop, I will just take a drill and drill a hole through the stick, and that just simply works really good. Right here, you all, I have got a piece of some leather string, okay? So we're going to tie that in equal. Let's make us a loop right here. So there we go. Now we need the pieces that go this direction right here, the handhold, okay? That's what we need next. All right, you all, for your handhold, cut you a piece of wood. I don't know how long that is right there. It's about 24 inches, okay? It's about how long that saw is. About 20 inches long. You just have to, guess it for yourself. You want to get right in the center of it. And we're going to cut it. We're going to cut us a notch in it. Let's see here. I'm going to make a pretty good size notch, you all. Looks pretty good. You could do that as a V-notch, you all, if you wanted to. You all can see what I'm doing right there. So what we're doing, of course, is we're making a place for this thing to slide up and down. Just like that right there. I'm going to have to go just a little bit deeper. I think that's going to work, you all. All right now. That's a short piece right here. Came off of that. We're going to tie that to this, you all. Just a chunk of it. Doesn't have to be that thick. The good thing about these things, once you get them made, you use the things forever. All right, you all, that should be sufficient right there. After I whittle out just a little bit more wood. I got a bump in this right here. Go ahead and take a little bit more out of that. Okay. So you all see where we're going? I'm gonna take that back off of there, and I'm gonna take my tomahawk. I'll chop that thing down to size. Trying to get that to be as conservative as I can there, you all. Just to show you all how this actually works. If you were going to build a fire, You could use the same piece of wood to do it with, okay? You would just put your notch in your piece of wood, get that thing going. And you simply turn. Now I'm not trying to build a fire here, okay? And this thing actually turns itself so you don't get in a hurry like I just did. And you can see that even though that thing's not cut just exactly straight, that it does work, okay? And if it was about 10 inches, it would be really, really powerful and easy to do. But for you people out there who are really interested in learning these skills, knowing that one day here shortly you're probably going to need to know how to do this kind of stuff right here, once you make one of these, you will know, you all, just exactly how this stuff works. And I'm going to tell you a truth right here that lots of people don't know. But before I made one of these functioning pump drills and put them on the internet, when I first started my YouTube series about 12 years ago, there was not a functioning, I mean, I seen pictures of them, but there was not a functioning video on the internet of a pump drill until I came up with this process right here. So you can see that this right here to start a fire is a whole lot simpler to do than a bow drill is. This is not complicated at all. If you want to drill holes this way, you can do the very same thing. See that right there? That's all there is to it. You all, I really appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you so very much. If you don't mind, share my videos. Google has literally cut me completely off. Basically, they're not sharing nothing that I do anymore. And I think they're actually going out there and cutting people's, you know, the little bell off that you click to see my videos. I think they're actually going through my site, cutting my subscribers' bells off. So, I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I don't know why I can't get more than 150 views to a video anymore.